What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with Coach David. I'm back with Mutual Shit. Um, I'm back with Scrooge McBands. So I'm excited for this one. We're gonna do a power rankings. Uh, we had this nifty coin. Let me just throw the coin out there first, right? So if there's a tiebreaker, we get the Pokemon coin. Dragonite is heads. The back of this poker thing is tails. You come this way, come get it because you'll have to flip it if we do. What I will say, and I want to shout out my boy, the Fourth Line Voice, is the best Ice Wars and hockey podcast, period. Like, it is what it is. He's the best, and I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to say this. He's the best Canadian Ice Wars podcast. We're the best American Ice Wars podcast. It is what it is. Coach David, you look like you had a day and you want to fuck somebody up.
Yeah, every day's a day at my job. Trust me. Yeah. Lots of
So
special
listen,
folks. I wish I
I
could put them
believe
in.
it.
I would love to do Ice Wars with them. Oh yeah, I'll put the skates on and everything with all of them.
You were at Rockefeller Center, right? Fucking put the
Damn right.
cleats on
Exactly.
them. Listen, so because of the extreme biasness by Scrooge McBands, I'm going to ban the Laportes going back to back. That is never going to happen unless I can't control it, right? If the numbers is the numbers is, we'll do what they're going to do. But right now, on the first one we're doing power rankings, the Laportes are not allowed to go 1 and 2 because down there is biased as fuck. Because what was the fight we were talking about before this, brother? Remember what? I don't remember, but he was talking about Laporte before it even happened. Remember, like,
yeah. He's listen. We all understand that Laportes are definitely right now a top five, obviously ranking from what we're
oh
looking
yeah.
at right now. But I mean, you want to give people chances. You can't just throw them 1-2 because it's not fair to everybody else.
So I'm going to start with the obvious number one to me is Will Laporte. The brothers 2-0, and I know people will go, well, hold on. They Ice Wars 1, 2. No, we're not doing that. We're doing the two shows that they came back with. This is what we're covering from now. So from the first two events, Will Laporte, he goes 2-0. Now we know that he fought with a tear in his leg and still won his fight.
Yeah.
I don't care who is on anyone's list. Will Laporte to me, fighting her and getting 2 dubs, he's number one to me.
Yeah, I would agree because the fact of the matter is to be able to fight somebody in that kind of pain because he tore something, I think it was. Let me tell you something. I know from
Mm-hmm.
experience from getting tears, stuff like that, they are painful and it's no joke. So the fact that he was able to fight, and mind you, on skates, on the ice, moving around,
Yep.
still fighting, he shows obviously he's got a lot of heart and determination because obviously he took it to another level just to get through that pain to win that fight. So yeah, I agree. I don't see how you can't put him one based off of that alone for right now.
No, I agree. Listen, and I'm gonna talk to you real quick because how we do this, it's 2 votes gets the person in, right? So no matter what, even though we know you're gonna say Will Laporte, the winning vote is Will Laporte. But go
In the
ahead,
chest.
get it off your chest.
So yeah, Will Pork, he's number one for me too. A great fighter, has the dog in him. Gonna be the best in the whole company, no matter what.
Is this
Like Mike
Mutant League
Tyson, who's
football?
he?
What the fuck did you just say about Mike
I don't know,
Tyson?
but it sounded more like the Mutant League football when Vlad was going, I, retire, 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 retire. Great, 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 gotta watch.
Yeah, you gotta figure out why you got an echo so bad on your shit. You gotta lower your volume or something.
So those
Um,
steroids.
but yeah, no, real, yeah. Listen, he was just talking about Jose Canseco, so you never know what kind of shit this kid is doing. Um, at number 2, I'm definitely going Corey Allen, right? Like we seen this brother, um, 2 fights in one night.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, right? Like first fight, like we said, and it's no shitting on anybody. That first round was an incredible round. That second round was such an ass whooping that I was like, damn, right? We all were
Yeah.
like, damn, What train? Never in my life have we seen one round to the next be so completely opposite and dominated. But 2-0 and Willaport 2-0. I'm taking Corey Allen over anyone else at this moment because of the fact he's 2-0 and won two fights on this card.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he was able to win the two fights and he did it pretty much in dominating fashion, and like you said, surprisingly, that first fight, which was really probably one of the better fights of the night for that first round, and then all of a sudden that next round, it was like, whoa, what the hell happened? Yeah, it's. I would say you got to go there. I mean, because he's 2-0. He had two fights. He's no pushover. So yeah, I would agree. I can't fault or go against that. Again, especially since, like you said, we're not putting the Laportes 1-2. So yeah, obviously he would make sense to be that number two guy.
I had Callan Big Snake. I thought he was a really good fighter, so I like his technique and everything. I think he's gonna go far.
So you have Catlin Big Snake 1-0, and yeah, he got the big dub in the first round right before it ended against Zach Hughes. You're gonna take him, and I love. Listen, I talked to the Big Snake. That's the homie. There's no way you put him at two over Corey Allen. Yes. All right. Well, that's why you don't get your vote to win because Corey Allen goes number two. So listen, at three, obviously, here's where we could slide in Nick Laporte because Laporte, we've seen literally just fucking dominate Dunn. I mean, this was Dunn had nothing in the tank at the jump, right? Like
Yeah, he
I
was
don't know.
outclassed completely. I just don't think
Yeah,
he wasn't ready. Maybe you underestimated him. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. There's no way Nick doesn't come in three because of straight dominance. But like I said, I'm not putting the Laportes one and two. I think that'd be kind of weak until we get three, four, five events in. Then we have a real clear image of what guys are really at the top. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave some guys off. But Nick Laporte goes in. I think Coach David is kind of in agreement.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of other. It's early, so it's hard. It's a small sample size, but just the fact that how big the Laportes have been with this organization right now and how it's been pushing off. I mean, you got to have them in the top three. You got to for right now. They're the hottest thing on the market right now. They're the biggest guys that everyone's looking to market and push. Everyone's going to be reaching, trying to get them because right now they're the name. Not that they're the only people there, but right now they're the name everyone's pushing off of. So they're going to be targets on their back. Everyone's going to try to knock one of them off to make a name for themselves too. So, but there's a couple of guys that are on the rise. Like you said, unfortunately, the way we have to do it, I just think at this time, with like you said, the small sample size that we have, you got to get the Laportes 1 and 3. They got to be in the top three. However you want to look at it, that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I have him as a three as well because I can't have him as two, even though I'm pretty biased. I agree with you guys. You can't have them one and two. You got to give other people chances because there's a lot of good fighters. I like the fight he had. Definitely whooped Dunn's ass. That wasn't really a fight in my opinion, though.
All right. Nick goes three. So Will goes one. Corey goes two. Nick goes three. Here's where I got the big homie Catlin, the big snake. The big snake. I don't know why I call him that. It's Catlin Big Snake, the chief. So I think obviously the power of the big snake. I don't know why I keep calling him the big snake. No Diddy, right? Like this is fucking crazy. But Big Snake's power and dominance. Um, Listen, Zach Hughes tried to put up a great fight. We saw what happened. He also cracked his ribs in that fight, Zach Hughes. So, it wasn't a good look for Zach Hughes early. Even though I think this brother got so much, like he's going to be a fucking great heavyweight. But I got Catlin the Big Snake.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's hard to I guess disagree with that. Like I said, there's a few other guys. The guy I like, but obviously he's not going to be in these top 5, 6 rankings because he lost was the other guy. I forgot his name, but he did the 2 fights. He won that first fight and he lost the second one. I always
Cole
forget his name.
Johnson.
Yeah, I like him a lot, but
Me too.
because he has a loss, he's not going to be able to factor into this. But I think he's got promise because to be going the distance for 2 full fights, that's a lot of, that shows endurance, heart
Oh
power,
yeah.
all that stuff. But unfortunately, like I said, because he has a loss, he won't be able to crack the top rankings at this point. But I think he has the potential to maybe go forward in there. But like you said, for now, I could see the big snake because he's a beast. He proved it in
Yep.
his fight. He beat the hell out of that guy, and it really
Yeah.
wasn't much of a fight. Unfortunately, he broke the guy's rib, and listen, ribs, as you personally know, are no
Yeah.
joke.
Facts.
So yeah, yeah. The fact that he tried to suck it up and give somewhat of a fight, I give him credit for that. But yeah, no, I agree. I would say that's a good 4.
Yeah, I have to agree because I had him as 2, but
Right.
since everyone's picking him on 4, might as well just say Callum Big Snake, the GOAT.
Oh my god. Everybody's your goat. What are you sold out the
Yo,
reports that quick?
I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute. So everyone he likes is the GOAT, right? Like if he's a fan of him, they're the greatest no matter what.
I
So
guess so.
okay, now all right, so here we go. So yes, you had him at 2. We all pick him at 4. Even if you did not pick him at 4, we doubled up and picked him at 4. So once again, your vote don't mean shit. Right? Like I feel like, and I'm not trying to make it political, but somebody's trying to kill the mail-in vote, and I feel like we're killing your mail-in vote. So, so all right. So at 5, here goes where I'm like, this got tough for me, but I picked the Warden Jordan Christie. Um, I mean, great fight. Like we seen him against Cole Johnson, and if I know Cole Johnson. I know his work. I know how dominant he is. And I know how a great fighter he is. But I wish that we got it where it was a fresh Cole Johnson versus a fresh Jordan Christie.
That
Even
would have
though
been
Jordan Christie looked great, but
right.
and I'm like I said, great fight. To me, I think that might have been the best fights of the night. I think were Jordan Christie and I just said his name, Cole Johnson. And then you had I would say Snowback. You had Will Laporte versus Schlepp. I thought those were my 2 favorite fights of the night. With obviously, I'm biased because I think Corey Allen is the fucking truth. I'm not going to call him the GOAT yet, but Jordan Christie right now, I think he's got so much promise and he's got an aggressiveness that I think is going to take him real far. And like I said, that's the homie too. So Jordan Christie goes 5 for me. Coach David, who you got at 5?
Yeah, well, this is where we disagree a bit, but not a bad pick on your part. But like I was saying, for me, I would have gone with Justin Smoke at 5. I think he legit should be up in that top 5. He's a guy that's been marketing things. He's a good fighter. He's got a great personality. I saw that interview you guys did together. I really liked it. I see he's a really down to earth guy, smart. I think he's going to do some great things. For me, I know it's a small sample size, but I would put him in the top 5 for me. But again, the pick you have, that guy's phenomenal. So I mean, it's not that I'm saying he's not worthy of what you're putting him at. It's just for me, especially after seeing the interview and all the stuff you guys interacted with Justin Smoke. For me, I would look to push him into the 5 spot. I think he deserves to be at
Nope.
least in that top 5 ranking.
And I know you're high on him. I know you like him. Before the interview, I know you like Smoke. The one thing I can say
Yeah.
about Smoke that I didn't know that I think is so fucking dope because obviously in the interview we were having fun with it. He
Right.
said you're 1-0 as a what do you call it? He said, no, my brother's the truth when it comes to being cornerman. And we're
Yes.
like, oh shit.
Right.
I was like, oh wow, so you get that fucking egg, and I'm like, that's fucking dope. But he also was a referee. He started
Hmm.
the faction with
Right. That's
Reed
really cool. I like that too.
and Crowdy. He knew NWO. He's in his 20s, bro. Why he knows
Hmm.
NWO, I don't know. No, I'm just saying, like, it was cool as shit. And if you listen, like, his fight mentality, he said, I don't care if it's on ice or synthetic. You put me on concrete and I'll fight, right? Like, so I'm like, I'm a fan, right?
Right.
I love the guy. He's good people. listen, it all comes down to you. Who do you got?
Okay.
You got somebody else?
Well, I got the man Jordan Christie. As much as I like Smoke, I have to go with Jordan Christie. Great fighter, great fights, and he's mad chill too. So that it's hard to pick between those two, but I have Jordan Christie.
So I got a question, because when we went off air, are you more of a fan of Smoke now that you know he has a Patrick Kane jersey and he collects hockey jerseys?
Yes, because Patrick Kane is mad cool, and collecting jerseys is cool too.
All right. So the final pick, I'm gonna pick Alpha Wolftail for me because I thought he had a great showing. Unfortunately, he fought Prouty, which we knew Prouty got hurt.
Right.
Also, Prouty literally took this fight like a day before the event.
Right.
Like,
remember that.
It was somebody. I don't remember if it was somebody didn't make weight or it was something with another fighter, and they were like, "Yo, what are you doing? Can you drive down to Edmonton?" And I want to say that Prouty lives on the East Coast because I remember having a conversation with him. So he took that trip on I got to fight. I got to be out, right? Your head's not even mentally in it. So, but Alpha Wolftail dominated, looked good. I know that through talking to Prouty, I know he's working on a lot of things. He's doing a lot more like cardio and all that. So I'm expecting really good things out of him. But my pick is going to be Alpha Wolftail. Coach David, who you got?
Well, being that we didn't give him the 5 slot, I gotta go with Justice Smoke in that final spot. Then he's got to be there. I mean, you got to give it, and it's not even that I like him or anything like that. Just listen, he markets, he's smart. He deserves to be there. I think he's got a bright future, and he could really grow. And in the power rankings, who knows? Maybe he'll move up even more. It's gonna be tough because there's some really good fighters. I mean, it's interesting because probably week by week things can change depending on what happens with certain fights and certain fighters. So there's a couple of guys that are right there. Like I said, even the guy that lost, he's got that one loss. He's right there too. He has an opportunity. So I think there's a couple of guys that are just right there and even with one another. So like I said, being that I didn't get him at 5, I'm going with him for the final slot at 6.
See, this is kind of like the good, the bad, the ugly type of standoff because I have Snowback.
Ooh.
Can you mute yourself? Please? I need you to mute yourself. Obviously, we're going through the coin toss. Obviously, I'm excited we finally get a coin toss in. But hear me out. You said the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you know Snowback is the homie. So is Alpha Wolftail the good? Smoke is the bad? And then Snowback is the ugly? Is that your theory? Yeah, it's fucked up. Snowback's gonna come on here and check you. You know that
shit.
So listen, your fucking theory sucks. But do me a favor. Put the thing into the camera. Let them see the little Dragonite head. Call it what it is. Bam! All right. It'll be me and you matched up first. So I'm gonna pick Dragonite because Uncle Dave, Coach Dave. See, this is great. This is my brother, he's family. It's Uncle Dave. It's Coach Dave. I'm gonna pick Dragonite because he loves dragons. I don't know why he loves dragons, but he loves dragons. So I picked dragons, and you got the backup. Flip your coin. Flip your coin.
Well, tails never fails, so here we go.
How do you make that?
It hit my head.
Well, pick it up.
Pick it up. Yo, bro.
His table cheap.
His table is cheap.
It hit the man hat that I had.
Reflip it, land on your
Reflip it. Land on
Tails.
your chair.
Are you fucking kidding me? What did you fucking kidding me? What
Heads.
did you pick it up on?
Should have switched.
All right, so I lose, unfortunately, because it's got to land on the table. It is what it is. But next time you don't get that, you're gonna have to flip it over here, or I'm flipping it over here because your flips suck. Dude, his table is fucking massive. How do you miss the whole table? Okay. So I'm gonna mute myself. It's you. It's you're representing Snowbeck, and he's got smoke. So let him call either heads or tails, and you take a back seat.
So the one that's the dragon side is what? The heads or the tails? Well, I'm taking the dragon side. All right, there, homie. Flip the damn coin. Now we're all muted. What the hell?
Mute yourself and let me get that coin. Yes, smoke ones. No, no, no. Don't throw it. Walk your behind over here. This is ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna flip it. Don't matter. That's what it is. Okay. Bang. Okay. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to show the fucking what it was. Listen, we all love Smoke. He's the homie. I love what he does. He's got a fucking. I love yo, dude. Obviously, when we were talking to him, you heard it that he's got the guys coming in. He has the girl coming in too. He gave a little plug to her because when I hit her up, she's like, "Yeah, let's get something down." So salute to Justice Smoke because I think he put the word in for us. You know what I'm saying? Like first female fighter, you got to talk with these guys. But
Cool.
he's
Cool.
making like a mini series of them working out and all that dope shit. So they're actually taking that Haymaker fight crew as content, right? And I'm like, I can't wait to see this because this is the kind of shit we get excited for when you take more than just how to say like outside of the rink, right? I was just say the ring, but we're gonna see them actually training, doing the
Right.
physical stuff and all that, you know, on the synthetic or maybe real life. I don't know. It's Canada. I don't think it's cold like that right now, but
Right now.
you know, it might be. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, all right. So we have Will Laporte 1, Corey Allen 2, Nick Laporte 3, Caitlin Big Snake 4, Jordan Christie gets 5. And on the first official coin toss, the homie himself, Justice Haymaker Smoke, he gets in at 6. I'm not mad at it. I'd like to have him at 6, but it is what it is. So Coach David, he ultimately wins the first ever coin toss. I'm excited for this. So my brother, I think we hit all things, and by the time they have another show, it's in October. Hopefully, we see some great fights. I think there's going to be a lot of great fights. I know you got Will Laporte versus Sebastian Lefebvre or Lefebvre. I think it's. I knew he's French. Lefebvre, I think it is. You know, I don't. We're from New York. We don't know how to say French shit. You know what I mean? But then we got the homie Reed going against Rosa. Fuck Rosa. I know it's fuck Brad Marchard. I got that. But there's a lot of fights I'm really excited for. So listen, for myself, these two crazies, we out of here. Deuces.
Phone battery died.